Welcome to the Estrangement Project, where we talk about estrangement, relationships, boundaries, and the family dynamics that shape how we connect with other people. Today, we're talking about something estranged mothers eventually have to think about, even when they would rather avoid it. What happens if one of you dies before the estrangement is resolved? It can come up in a very ordinary way. You're filling out paperwork at a doctor's appointment and get to the emergency contact line. For years, your daughter's name would have gone there automatically. Now you write your sister, a friend, another child, or whoever is actually available to you. And somewhere in that moment, you start thinking about what happens if this estrangement lasts for the rest of your life. Estrangement doesn't stop either of you from getting older. In the beginning, you might spend a lot of time thinking about whether she'll call, whether she'll answer a birthday card, or whether this is temporary. You tell yourself maybe she needs a few months. Then a few months becomes a year, and a year becomes several years. At some point, you have to consider the possibility that something serious could happen before either of you decides to change the relationship. If your daughter passes first, you might not hear about it immediately. Depending on how disconnected you've become from the rest of her life, you could hear from another relative, see something online, or get a message from someone who assumed you already knew. Then you're dealing with the loss and the reality that you weren't part of her life when it happened. You might also have to decide whether to attend a funeral where you're unsure whether you're welcome. Other relatives might have opinions about whether you should come. Her partner or children might have their own feelings about your presence. You might decide to attend anyway, or you might decide that showing up would create more conflict for the people closest to her. There isn't one answer that fits every family. If you die first, you also don't know what your daughter will do. She might attend your funeral. She might come quietly and leave without speaking to anyone. She might stay home. She might find out later. Whatever she chooses, other relatives will probably have opinions about it. And some of them will interpret her absence or presence based on what they already believe about the estrangement. Death doesn't automatically settle what happened between two people. A funeral can bring up grief, anger, guilt, relief, regret, and unfinished questions at the same time. An estranged daughter can grieve a mother she chose not to have contact with. An estranged mother can grieve a daughter she hasn't spoken to in years. The relationship was still significant even when contact stopped. This is also where some mothers start thinking, maybe I should reach out now while I still can. You can reach out. The important question is what you're asking your daughter to do with that contact. If your daughter left because she felt unheard, dismissed, controlled, criticized, or unable to have a relationship with you without constantly managing your reactions, a message about your age or health can feel like pressure. You might mean it as an attempt to reconnect, but she could read it as, "You need to come back before I die." That can put her in the position of managing your fear about mortality while the original problems between you remain unresolved. If you decide to write to her, it helps to keep the focus on the relationship rather than the deadline. You can acknowledge what happened. You can take responsibility for specific behavior. You can tell her what you understand differently now. You can let her know that you're open to hearing from her without telling her that time is running out or that she'll regret it when you're gone. If you haven't changed how you approach the relationship, your age doesn't change the offer you're making. A daughter who felt that every conversation eventually became about your feelings can experience a message about your death as another version of the same problem. The issue is whether you can approach her differently now, and sometimes you can't. Maybe you still believe she misunderstood everything. Maybe you still think she's being unfair. Maybe you want contact, but don't agree with her reasons for leaving. You can be honest with yourself about that too. Reaching out because you're scared of dying estranged doesn't automatically mean you're ready for the kind of conversation she wants. There are practical decisions that come with this too, and those decisions can become difficult when you're estranged from one of your children. You have to think about your will. Is your daughter still included? Do you want her to inherit something even if you never speak again? Do you want to leave something to her children? If you've removed her, is that a decision you've made carefully, or are you using the will to respond to the estrangement? There isn't a universal rule saying an estranged child has to remain in a parent's will. It's your estate, and you can make the decisions that fit your circumstances. But it's worth thinking through what you want the decision to communicate after you're gone, because you won't be there to explain it. The same goes for your home, personal belongings, photographs, jewelry, family records, and anything else your children might have to deal with after your death. Someone will probably have to sort through those things. If your daughter isn't involved, another person will have to make decisions about what happens to items that might have mattered to her. You can make some of those choices now. You can leave instructions. You can decide who handles your estate. You can tell someone whether there are things you want your daughter to receive, even if the estrangement never ends. Handling those decisions ahead of time can reduce the amount of conflict other people have to manage later. Funeral arrangements are another part of this. You might already own a burial plot. You might have imagined your children standing together at your funeral when you made those plans years ago. Your family looks different now, and it's reasonable to update your plans based on the family you actually have. None of this means you should assume the worst or spend every day thinking about death. It means estrangement changes practical parts of life as well as emotional ones. And some of those decisions deserve attention before there's an emergency. People around you might tell you to fix the relationship before it's too late. They might say family is family, or you don't want to die with this unresolved. They might mean well, but they aren't the people inside the relationship. The fact that time is limited doesn't tell you what to do with the time that's left. It doesn't tell your daughter she has to return, and it doesn't tell you that you have to keep contacting someone who has asked for space. What matters is whether anything about the relationship is different now. If you reach out, are you willing to hear things you don't agree with? Can you listen without correcting her version of events? Can you accept limited contact if that's all she's willing to offer? Can you tolerate the possibility that she won't answer at all? Those questions matter more than whether you're 70, 80, or dealing with a health problem. You can also decide not to reach out right now. You might spend this year getting your legal affairs in order, talking to a therapist, thinking carefully about what you would want to say, or simply living your life without making another attempt at contact. There's no requirement that every estrangement has to become an active reconciliation project, because everyone involved is getting older. And if you're grieving the possibility that you could die without seeing your daughter again, you don't have to pretend that doesn't hurt. You can miss her and still respect the distance. You can hope for reconciliation and still prepare for the possibility that it doesn't happen. You can make practical plans without deciding that the relationship is permanently over. The difficult part is accepting that you don't control what she does with the time she has left either. You control whether you reach out. You control what you say. You control whether you're willing to take responsibility, whether you respect her boundaries, and how you prepare your own affairs. You don't control whether she responds, whether she attends your funeral, or whether she decides she wants a relationship with you again. So if you started thinking about who might go first, use the question to get clear about what you actually want to do. If there's something you genuinely want to say to your daughter, think carefully about why you're saying it and what you're asking from her. If there are legal or practical decisions you've been avoiding, deal with them while you're able to make those decisions yourself. And if nothing changes between you this year, you still have a life to live. Estrangement can be painful without becoming the only thing you think about. For more information about family estrangement, reconciliation, boundaries, and relationships between parents and adult children, visit the estrangementproject.com. You'll find articles, books, and other resources that go deeper into these conversations. And subscribe to the Estrangement Project for more videos about estrangement, relationships, boundaries, and family dynamics.